Today we are going to discuss the topic preclinical evaluation of bronchodilators and antitussives. Myself, Dr. Deepti Bandavane, working as Professor of Department of Pharmacology at Progressive Education Society's Modern College of Pharmacy, Nigadi, Pune. In today's discussion, we are going to see what do you mean by bronchodilators and antitussives in short, and then in detail the various evaluation procedures used for bronchodilators as well as antitussive agents. One of the major respiratory disorder is asthma that is characterized by recurrent reversible airway obstruction of airflow through the airway. Characteristic feature of asthma include there is inflammatory changes in the airways, there is bronchial hyperreactivity that is abnormal sensitivity to any kind of stimuli. Drugs that are used to relieve the symptoms of asthma are called bronchodilators. These drugs dilate the bronchi by relaxing smooth muscles of the bronchioles and thereby give relief in the patients of asthma. In short, I'll just enlist the anti-asthmatic drugs. Sympathomimetic amines like adrenaline is one of the class. Drugs stimulating beta-1 and beta-2 receptors like isoprenaline. Drugs stimulating beta-2 receptors particularly, that is a selective beta-2 receptor agonist, salbutamol, can be used in treatment of asthma. Anticholinergic agents like atropine, methylxanthines like theophylline, aminophylline, and leukotriene antagonists, montelukast, are some of the anti-asthmatic drugs. Mast cell stabilizers like sodium chromoglycate and corticosteroids, which are categorized in systemic corticosteroids and inhalational corticosteroids, are also the anti-asthmatic drugs used clinically. Now, what are the methods to be used for evaluation of bronchodilators? The methods are mainly of two types, in vitro methods and in vivo methods. In vitro methods as shown here, spasmolytic activity in isolated guinea pig lung strip, guinea pig isolated trachea, H1 antagonism in isolated goat trachea, and bronchial perfusion of isolated lung are the in vitro methods used for evaluation. In vivo methods that include bronchospasmolytic activity in anesthetized guinea pigs and bronchial hyperreactivity. One by one, we will see each method in detail. The first in vitro method, that is spasmolytic activity in isolated guinea pig lung strip, is based on the principle that this method can be used to find out the activity of the substances which possess H1 blocking properties and leukotriene receptor blocking properties. This method is carried out in guinea pig, so albino guinea pigs are required. Drugs like histamine and leukotriene are needed. Test drug, standard drug has to be prepared, and organ bath is needed to carry out the in vitro study. Guinea pigs are selected. They are sacrificed by suitable method. The chest cavity is opened and lung is removed. After the lung is removed, the lung strips of 5 cm are cut. They are mounted in organ bath containing Krebs solution. Krebs solution should be maintained at 37 degrees Celsius and should be bubbled with carbogen. The tissue is equilibrated for 30 to 60 minutes under a preload of 0.5 to 3 gram. Spasmogen is added to the bath. Contractile force at the maximum level is recorded. The tissue should be kept for equilibration period of 20 minutes, following which the spasmogen is administered again. After 5 minutes, the test compound is added in cumulative doses at 5 to 10 minutes intervals. The contractile response is determined. Evaluation parameter considered for this screening method is the percent inhibition of spasmogen-induced contraction is determined in this method. The second in vitro method is guinea pig isolated trachea. In this, the bronchoconstriction is induced by using spasmogen, and relaxation of bronchial smooth muscle is then brought about by beta receptor activation. So this method is also carried out in guinea pig. Guinea pigs are selected. The drugs which have to be kept ready is carbachol, histamine, leukotriene, isoprenaline, aminophylline, test drug, standard drug, and Krebs solution. Organ bath is used for carrying out the in vitro study. In this method, guinea pigs are selected. They are sacrificed. The trachea is cut into individual rings. 12 to 15 of the rings are tied together and it is mounted in the organ bath containing Krebs solution. The solution should be maintained at 37 degrees Celsius. The tissue should be under the tension of 0.5 gram and should be gassed with carbogen. Once the assembly is set, then the contraction or the tissue should be allowed for 45 minutes for equilibrium period. Once the tissue is stabilized, then you should keep ready standard as well as test solution. First, you have to add spasmogen and take the response. After 10 minutes of that, standard drug has to be added and response has to be taken. So you will have a response with spasmogen and response of standard with spasmogen. Then the tissue has to be rinsed carefully. After that, take the spasmogen again, add it to the organ bath and then take the responses or contractions, and thereafter similar to standard, instead of standard here you have to add test drug in the organ tube and contractile forces recorded. Evaluation of this method is based on percent inhibition of spasmogen that induces contraction in that lung strip is calculated, and from dose response curves ED50 values are calculated. The another in vitro method for bronchodilator evaluation is H1 antagonism in isolated goat trachea. It is based on the principle that contraction of goat trachea due to H1 receptor stimulation can be antagonized by use of H1 antagonist. So here goat trachea is needed. Drugs are histamine and test drugs. Since this is the in vitro procedure, similar to or like other two procedures, this is also carried out using organ bath. In this, goat trachea is isolated and it is placed in Krebs solution. The tracheal chain, consisting of 5 to 6 rings, is mounted in Krebs solution. The Krebs solution has to be maintained at 37 degrees Celsius and it should be aerated with carbogen. The tissue is allowed to equilibrate for 45 minutes under load of 500 mg. Dose response curve of histamine is obtained. Then after, a test drug is added and same doses of histamine are repeated. Graph is plotted using log dose on x-axis versus percent response on y-axis. Evaluation parameter for this method is determination of PA2 value. PA2 value is calculated to compare the potency of an antagonist acting on the same receptor. So PA2 value is the negative logarithm of molar concentration of antagonist required to reduce the effect of agonist to that of a single dose in the absence of antagonist. Besides in vitro methods, certain in vivo methods are available for screening of bronchodilators. One of the method is bronchospasmolytic activity in anesthetized guinea pigs. It is based on the principle that bronchospasm decreases the volume of inspired air and increases the volume of excess air. These changes in air volume of a living animal can be determined for measurement of bronchospasmolytic activity. Guinea pigs are required, spasmogen, standard drug, and transducer is required. Guinea pigs are selected and they are anesthetized. Trachea is cannulated by two-way cannula, one arm of which is connected to respiratory pump. Animal is artificially respired with inspiratory pressure of 90 to 120 mm of water. Tidal volume can be kept 3 ml per 100 gram body weight. Excess air that is not taken up by the lungs is measured and recorded on a polygraph. The internal jugular vein is cannulated for administration of spasmogen and test compound. Guinea pigs are injected with spasmogen. Here, spasmogen can be acetylcholine, methacholine, bradykinin or histamine. Thereafter, test or standard drug has to be administered after obtaining 2 bronchospasm of equal intensity. Here, the standard drug may be atropine sulfate or it may be aminophylline. The spasmogen should be given at time interval of 5, 15, 30 minutes after IV administration of the drug. Excess air not taken up by the lung is measured and recorded on a polygraph. Evaluation parameters for this method include percent inhibition of induced bronchospasm over the control agonistic responses and determination of ED50 value. Bronchial hyperreactivity is one of the in vivo method used for screening of bronchodilators. It is based on the principle that symptoms like asphytic convulsions can be induced by inhalation of histamine or other spasmogen. Occurrence of these symptoms can be delayed by antagonistic drugs. Also, the pre-convulsion time can be measured for determination of the activity. Animals required include guinea pigs. Drugs include spasmogen, test and standard drug. The particular equipment required are inhalation cages and ultrasound nebulizer. The inhalation cages to be used here consist of 3 boxes each ventilated with an airflow of 1.5 liter per minute. Guinea pigs are selected. One by one, the guinea pig is placed in box A, to which test or standard drug is applied using ultrasound nebulizer. Nebulizer provides an aerosol of 0.2 ml solution of a drug injected by infusion pump within 1 minute. The animal is treated orally or subcutaneously with test drug or standard. Out of 3 boxes, box B serves as a corridor through which animal is passed into box C. In box C, guinea pig is exposed to aerosol of 0.1% solution of histamine hydrochloride. Time until appearance of asphytic convulsions is measured. Animal is then immediately withdrawn from the inhalation cage. Evaluation parameter for this screening procedure include percent inhibition of pre-convulsion time versus control, and ED50 value can be found out, that is 50% of increase of pre-convulsion time. As discussed earlier, 2 parts we are studying for screening procedure. We have completed screening of bronchodilators. Now the second part, that is antitussive agents. So antitussive agents are agents that suppress cough center in the brainstem and help to suppress the cough. So what is cough? Basically, cough is a protective reflex which helps to expel irritant matter from the respiratory tract. Clinically used antitussive agents are categorized as opioids, non-opioids and antihistaminics. The examples are as shown here. The screening methods for antitussive agents can be categorized as cough induced by sulfuric acid in dog, cough induced by mechanical stimulation, animal used are guinea pig, and cough induced by citric acid in guinea pigs. Principle used for first method, that is cough induced by sulfuric acid in dog, is that dog is exposed to sulfuric acid and cough responses are recorded. It requires 0.5 molar sulfuric acid, test drug and metal box having glass windows. In this method, the dog is placed in metal box having glass window and 2 holes. 0.5 molar sulfuric acid is nebulized through 2 holes in the box, due to which cough is induced. Number of cough measured by listening the sound through earphone. For this, the microphone has to be attached to the dog neck and it has to be listened for 4 minutes. After 1 hour of time period, drug compound is given orally and the number of cough during 4 minutes is recorded. Evaluation parameter considered is percent inhibition of cough, calculated. Another in vivo method for screening of antitussives is cough induced by mechanical stimulation. It is based on the principle that cough can be induced in guinea pigs by mechanical stimulation of trachea. Test drug, standard drug, codeine and thin steel wire is needed for the experiment. In this, guinea pigs are divided in groups of 10 per dose. After overnight fasting, guinea pigs are lightly anesthetized and they are maintained at 37 degrees Celsius by means of heated plate. Once the body temperature is maintained, a thin steel wire is gently inserted into trachea through a small incision near cricoid cartilage. Cuffs are evoked by pushing the steel wire to reach the bifurcation of trachea 5 minutes before and 30, 60 and 120 minutes after the oral drug administration. Animals are randomly assigned to receive the test drug at various doses or the standard codeine drug at various doses. Evaluation is carried out by measurement of ED50. In another method named cuff induced by citric acid in guinea pigs, the principle used is cuff can be induced by chemical stimulation of sensitive cuff receptors in bronchial tree. Guinea pigs are selected. Test drug, standard drug, 7.5% citric acid in water is kept aside. Equipment used for this procedure is cylindrical glass vessel. In this method, guinea pigs are placed in cylindrical glass vessel with two tubes at either ends. One tube serves as entrance of aerosol and other for its efflux. The latter tube has a side arm connecting to a tambour from which changes in pressure can be registered. Pinch clamp is placed on the efflux tube for measurement of displacement of air in the enclosure caused by cuffing of animal. Guinea pig is exposed to aerosol of 7.5% citric acid in water for 10 minutes. The number of tissue responses is recorded for 10 minutes in case of control. After 1 hour of this, the test substance is given either orally or subcutaneously. 30 minutes after the administration of test substance, guinea pig is subjected to citric acid aerosol again, and number of cuffs are recorded again during 10 minutes of time interval. Evaluation parameter include number of cuffs after treatment expressed as percent of control period, and using various doses, ED50 can be calculated. In today's session, we have seen two categories, bronchodilators and antitussives, their concepts, and in detail the screening procedures used for both bronchodilators and antitussive agents. Thank you.